I took a day off and went to the boat and read Sam O'Nella's book, or Sam A. Miller's book, which is, for me, is the same person, but they're publishing on different names. And he's on the YouTube as Sam O'Nella Academy, and I thought, like, Sam O'Nella sounds like salmonella, and I thought it was a smart joke, but it's Mr. Sam A. Miller who wrote this book. And to the point, I'm making this video to spread the word about the book and recommend it to my friends who like sci-fi and want something awesome to read, but also something refreshingly new. And because it is set in the not so distant future, the subtitle is Tales from 2080. It feels very understandable, digestible, and sort of realistic. Like Andy Weir's The Martian realistic. It feels grounded and realistic, but this one is very different. It happens on Earth, and it includes aliens, but they have almost nothing to do with with most alien stories. They exist more on the background to brighten the plot and bring in a lot of fun. So this is a good read on that point. So my favorite stories, it's a set of stories of several like tales. My favorites are Bloodstreams, Eggs for Roman, and The Prophet. But this is the one of those books where I've read every single page and especially enjoyed authors' story notes. And I should say, when I say every single page, I mean every single page, including like the information about the publication, all the and it's the last edition paperback book or ebook depending. It's just a really good edition. I highly recommend exactly this edition. Anyway, so this is one of the books where I've read every single page and especially enjoyed authors' story notes. And it explained a lot, and this is a good one. So, to Mr. Miller personally, I ordered the book as soon as your video reached that point, and I paused and I ordered it on Amazon and kept watching, as I can imagine your fans have done the same, and I'm grateful for your art and this new version of it, and I'm a huge fan of your videos and your humor and your YouTube art specifically. So, for folks who don't know, I will drop a link to the Sam O'Nella Academy channel in the description. I'm sure you will enjoy it a lot. So for the last several years, we missed you, Mr. Miller. The Pliny Explains the World video was a blast. It is a blast. And I was so happy to see you coming back. And please more of that. Many channels popped up trying to resemble the original with varying degrees of popularity. Some have found their own voices, but the roots and the inspiration were so obvious always. But the original is the original, and it is beyond competition. Thus, thank you a lot. Now about the book. The book. Still Lost, Tales from 2080. I liked exploring the world Mr. Miller created. It has a lot to do with what's happening right now, but because of creative license and in the future framing, it pushes what we have now to the extreme. It pushes to the believable extreme because it happens just a few decades from now, and this is in this century, so 2080. And so we can kind of imagine what's going to happen next, with the pace of tech development and current trends, it all makes it feel very, very, very believable. So I can imagine that a lot of ideas, plot lines, situations were drawn from authors' personal experience. Stories like Bloodstreams or Eggs for Roman, when they include social media interactions, they're written in a way that feels like a creator sees them and understands them deeply, and they're like subtle mentions of this and that now and then, and you kind of understand that this person knows firsthand what it feels like to work with all these comments and how to react on them. It's interesting. So thank you for that insight as well. So Beat's story about addiction was hard to read. Sadly, it is also about the author's real struggle that also explains the gap in new YouTube videos and makes me hopeful that Mr. Miller has overcame it. I don't know, or so that you're on the right track. He's on the right track, and I'm sending lots of love and support, hoping for the best. Now, there's a pattern in almost every story, and this is my personal, just my personal taste. But most stories kind of start sort of slow, and maybe there was too much of world building, or the opposite of it. I don't quite understand it. Maybe too much context, or maybe just building up slowly, or maybe it was just my slow brain. I don't know, but it happened with almost every other story except for the opening one and the shortest one, 4 little words. And the paradox is that once a story picks up the pace, or once something starts happening, usually it's like several pages into the story, it becomes a real page turner. I couldn't stop reading till I hit the next wall, the next story. I found myself reading every next page faster and faster and faster, and once the story ended, there was this heavy lifting entry into the next story again and again and again, and it was a lot of fun, but I struggled there. So just my thing. I'm not saying it's something bad or good. It's just how I felt about this particular book. So for all the folks who watched Salmonella Academy, reading this book in Sam's voice helps a lot. Just when it was hard for me to read or to focus, or when I felt like maybe I missed something, a joke or an idea, I reread it in Mr. Miller's "Hey kids" voice and intonations, and it brought the text to life in a big way. And when I struggled with opening things, like openings of another story, I just started reading in his voice, and it helped a lot. Also, some jokes work best when read in his voice, and like the tonal ideas, and I don't know, tonal ideas, does it make any sense? But still, so good. And if you guys have watched all his videos as I did, try doing that and you will enjoy it a lot. So just saying. So absolutely, obviously, he needs an audiobook ready by, I say, like yesterday. I don't know. It's such a no-brainer. It'll be such a huge hit. I don't know. I'm super positive about that audiobook thing. So anyway, despite loving the book, and huge thanks for it, Mr. Miller, I still can't wait for more of your YouTube videos. Please, pretty please. They are such a treat, such a joy. And as an author and as an author of a published book myself, I can imagine what you went through while writing and editing, and your notes are it's gold. It's pure gold, and I can understand like what your thought process, and I really enjoyed, as I said, even the notes. What is there, like? Story notes. They're called story notes, right? Story notes, yeah. And so cool to see the end result, and thank you for that. You put it into the world, and I've already mentioned it, the book. I recommended it to all my friends whom I know will love it, because I like them, and it's such an easy recommendation and such an easy read, and yeah. And one other pattern, I love how the author, I'm not sure if he's watching, but you guys, if you're watching, so there are lots of Easter eggs, and one story kind of referenced in another story, and if you read it read them one after another, you kind of see how they kind of connected. There's lots of these are like it's kind of on the nose, but it's so good and fun, and it brings a lot of joy. Anyway, man, books are a different medium, duh, and different form of art, and I hope you'll find time for both videos, YouTube videos, and more books. And I hope that we sort of can fuel each other's creative flows, inspire you to create more. I feel like this probably happened because you had this ideas, because you're such a creative person, and this is another form of outlet for the creativity. And I hope they will fuel each other. Like I said, both are great. Now, people usually want ratings, and I'll give two kinds of ratings. So for Sam's fans, it's an easy 10 out of 10, especially if you can read it in his voice. Smashing, amazing, really good. Outside of that context, I'd say it was 8 out of 10 to me, for that very specific reason of heavy starts. This is purely a matter of taste, and I personally was hooked by Harry Harrison's strong and powerful openings, and here it hits different and sort of evolves as the story evolves. So maybe if I was picky, I would say 7 out of 10, because the last piece, Beats, feels different and it hits on like some other notes, and pun intended. But despite being on the personal side, if it was really drawn from the author's experience, I understand why he included it. Still felt a little bit out of place in the book, and read differently, like tonally differently. I know. There are other stories there are dark and different, but they all feel different. I'm not saying, hey, this one is still good. I enjoyed reading it, and I kind of understand, like, it gives a bigger deeper dive into the world and how it evolved, like from the creative perspective, and I enjoyed reading it. So I can't wait for more books and videos, and books and videos, definitely videos. And if you guys haven't seen Salmonella Academy, go check out Salmonella Academy channel right now, and you will enjoy it. Thank you, Mr. Miller. And as the classic said on the cover, on that's not a cover, but it's like where the copyright information page, Mr. Miller, 66, 75, 63, 6B, 20, 79, 6F, 75. But to the full seriousness of the situation, I will add 01, 10, 10, 10, 01, 10, 10, 11. Thank you. I highly recommend the book. Please go buy it right now and read it and enjoy it. And yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, all this time on the background, it was Salmonella Academy. Just put it up there to be there. To show lots of respect, both for the book and the videos. Thank you for watching this. Bye!